Fake or authentic? Good day, fellow Jersey nerds. Welcome to episode 6 of Fake or Authentic. I'm your host, Ryan, and this is the podcast where I make up statements, but it's up to our co-hosts to determine whether or not those statements are fake or authentic, just like the jerseys you see across all NHL arenas. Joining me on the podcast this week are Sean, Beepo, and TC. What's going on, Sean?
Well, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Not actually wearing a jersey today on the podcast, more so just admiring them. I will say, if you ever just look at all your jerseys lined up in a closet, it looks really nice.
That's interesting. I've never done that, but if you're suggesting that, I'm going to start doing that. So I'll get on that as soon as we're done here.
Well, sorry, Ryan. We don't all have 13 different Leafs jerseys, so, we can't just look and go, oh, there's the TML patch. Well, there it goes. There it goes again. Oh, it starts up again. Oh, and it's gone.
I wish the TML patch did not exist. We also got... Go ahead, Sean.
That's wrong, and you're wrong for saying that. And I want you to apologize to the TML patch. I want you to get up and apologize to Chad Gilger for insulting his favorite logo.
That TML patch is awful. I wish it never existed. It can go away with the Leafs of the 1980s. It can be hidden away under the carpet with all that. Let's go to Beepo. You ready for fake or authentic?
Yep, just fake or authenticating, Ryan. How about you?
Love it. Still love it. TC, you ready for fake or authentic this week?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, everyone is high energy and ready to go, so let's get to it. Here we go. Fake or authentic, number 1. Even with knowledge of how the past year and a half would unfold, if I were the GM of the Penguins, I would still have left Marc-Andre Fleury unprotected in the Vegas Golden Knights expansion draft instead of Matt Murray. So you have knowledge of everything that's happened up until today with how well Fleury would play and how well Matt Murray would play, and this includes injuries. So knowing that, and you're GM of the Penguins, you would still leave Marc-Andre Fleury unprotected in the Vegas expansion draft. Sean, fake or authentic?
I'm going to say fake, but I still would have moved on from him.
So you would have protected him, but still moved on from him?
I would have flipped him to Calgary. If you remember, that was happening at the time. There was a rumor that he was going to get flipped to Calgary. That's exactly what I would have done.
There was talk. I do remember that now. Yep, you're right.
So who's the Pens starting goalie then? Casey DeSmith?
No. Brian Elliott.
Brian Elliott. Well, I want you running my team, Sean.
They have Crosby, Malkin, Letang. They just need a guy in net.
Just
and
a guy.
Brian Elliott is a guy in net. So that's just it. And he's, I'm sure it'll be a good understudy for the Smith or Jari or whoever, And if I had to predict who Vegas' goalie would have been, because you know what? Sure, they still make the cup run, but Jimmy Howard has the best of the year.
Interesting. I still like the fact that Brian Elliott is a guy in net. Beepo, fake or authentic on this one?
Completely authentic. I mean, whenever you think about this situation, Murray is I think 24 right now. Most goalies don't start playing until about this age, and he's already got 2 Stanley Cups, both as a rookie. I mean, you got to, even though Murray has been inconsistent and struggling.
You can't have both as a rookie by definition.
Actually, by definition, it's a certain game threshold. So, work as a rookie. I kind of agree with you, but, the rules are the rules, I guess. But anyways. Yeah, Murray is just much younger, and he has, I think, honestly, probably more potential than Fleury. I mean, Fleury, I love Fleury.
Wow.
I absolutely love Fleury. He's, at this point, I'd say one of the best goaltenders in Pens history, if not the best.
He's 10th all time in wins.
Exactly. But if you have two very similar options, you want to take the younger guy because they're going to have a longer shelf life.
Even with knowledge
So,
of all the Matt Murray injuries, you would still let Fleury go?
100%, because that's only up to this day. Now, if you told me 10 years in the future, Murray gets injured once every year, that keeps him out for half the season, and he never goes back to his old form, okay, that's another thing. But at this point, who knows? Maybe he never gets injured again, has an Iron Man streak like Phil Kessel, goes on to win 5 more Stanley Cups. Who knows? I mean, probably the last one's a little bit more unlikely.
Phil Kessel has been an
you never
Iron
know.
Man because he's protected by a thick layer of dough around his body.
Hey, hot dogs are the best pads.
That's
You know what I mean, though. It's possible that Murray never gets injured again and goes back to he. It's possible that he wins a Vezina. Honestly,
yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does in the future because goalies hit their prime around 30 or something like that. Murray still has plenty of years to go until he even gets there. So 100% at this point, I'm still letting Fleury go as much as I love him.
All right, TC, with all the knowledge of the past year and a half, would you have still left fake or authentic? Sorry, you would still leave Fleury unprotected in the expansion draft.
100% authentic. You know, Flower Boy is great, but like Beepo brought up, he's getting up there on the odometer. He only has so many more games before either age or a catastrophic injury take him out. Matt Murray, there is the opportunity there that his injuries start stacking up, but he has the advantage of youth on his side. So I think for the future of your organization, you need to stick with a young, promising goalie rather than an old, time-tested one who's getting towards the end of his run.
All right, so across the board, it seems to be that Fleury would still go to Vegas. Fake or authentic number 2, with my jersey collection on the line, I would rather fight Tom Wilson than Ryan Reaves. Sean, fake or authentic?
My jersey collection's on the line?
It's on the line, yeah. So if you lose, it's gone.
I'm not fighting either of them, fake. You kidding me? I'm not losing neither of them are worth it to me.
This is the rule of the question. You have to fight one of them.
I have to fight one of them?
You have to.
I feel like I could just get up enough internal rage with Ryan Reaves. Like Tom Wilson doesn't make me mad. Ryan Reaves makes me mad. Ryan Reaves makes me angry. Ryan Reaves makes me want to say things I said in the past to a certain NHL team who I've forgiven, and he was definitely half of it. And if the other half was in the arena there, and those two were together, I could totally fight Ryan Reaves.
Little liquid courage and some anger, and you get the job done right there.
Awkward courage, anger, unbridled rage. Yeah, I could fight Ryan Reaves. Tom Wilson just be like, I don't dislike you. All right, okay. I'm not a Pens fan. I got no reason to dislike you.
All right, Beepo, fake or authentic, with your jersey collection on the line, you would rather fight Tom Wilson than Ryan Reaves.
I wasn't really sure what to think about this one at first, but Sean's argument convinced me, and I'm going to go authentic because I have the same reasons as him, but it's the complete opposite with the players. I quite like Ryan Reaves. I mean, I don't think he was particularly great on the Penguins, and I think it was a good thing that Rutherford traded him. But just personality-wise, I mean, I'm sure they're both fine personality-wise off the ice. But, of course, as a former Penguin, I have a slight soft spot for Reaves, especially after the whole Kessel scare thing. That was pretty funny. But Tom Wilson, on the ice, I can't stand him. And just like Sean, I don't think I could get too angry at Reaves, but Wilson, I'm pretty sure I could work up some internal anger there and would be a lot more effective at fighting him than I would with Reaves. So I'm going to say authentic, and I'm going to fight Tom Wilson.
All right, TC, same question to you. Fake or authentic?
I'm going to go authentic on this one because Ryan Reaves is a fighter. Like that, he is a solid scrapper. Tom Wilson is a cheap shotting opportunist. So as long as I kept my guard up, I don't think he could do as much damage to me as Ryan Reaves would in a one-on-one fair fight. Tom Wilson is the spider that hides in your shoe and waits for you to stick your foot in. Ryan Reaves is the drunk guy at the bar who charges up to you and takes care of you because you were looking at his dartboard funny.
Oh, I could totally see that. And yeah, I think Wilson would wither away or fade away when shit got serious. So that's why I'd take Wilson over Reaves. Fake or authentic, number 3. A Stadium Series game has never looked as good as any Winter Classic game. Sean, fake or authentic?
Fake. 2016, 2017, the year Pittsburgh Philly. Great looking game.
Better than. So what's the worst looking Winter Classic game to you then?
Off the top of my head,
Sean.
that's just it. Is that none of them have been that bad per se.
No.
I probably have to say Philly, Boston, because Philly just wore a jersey I'm not that fond of. And Boston looked good, but again, I don't like games where half of the players look fantastic and the other half just go which tends to be the problem with the Stadium Series jersey. Also, the Soldier Field game, that one was excellent.
That one did look pretty good.
The Soldier Field game, Pittsburgh Philly Part 1. This time it's personal, and I'm gonna throw that Colorado Detroit game. It was also really good looking, I think.
All right, Beepo.
And it's the only Stadium Series game I can straight up remember watching.
Beepo, fake or authentic? A Stadium Series game has never looked as good as a Winter Classic game.
I'm going to say authentic this one either way, but are you talking about in any given year or just the best Stadium Series versus worst Winter Classic?
Yeah, look at it that way. The best Stadium Series game has never looked as good as the worst Winter Classic game.
Okay, yeah, my answer is still authentic, but it's very close because the best Stadium Series game to me is probably either the 2014 Pens and Hawks or the Pens and Flyers of maybe this year, but maybe 2017. I'm not really sure. But either way, I'd say my least favorite Winter Classic one is actually also involves the Penguins, the 2011 Caps and Pens. And I still think that one looks better than any of the other options. It's close, but I think I still like that one better, so completely authentic.
And TC, fake or authentic on this one?
I'm going fake on this one because I will take any of the 2016 Stadium Series jerseys before I would pick either of this year's Winter Classic jerseys. I was just really not a fan. I get what they were going for in nods to the past, but they were just uninteresting jerseys. And the 2016, they had some stars in there. They had the Minnesota Wild Stadium Series with that squared off yoke was fantastic and minimalist and exactly what a Stadium Series jersey was supposed to be. The Avs had that great upper arm design. The Red Wings had that off the wall sash jersey with the fantastic looking stylized D, and pretty much one of the few times that I think white gear has actually worked. And even the weakest of them, the 2016 Blackhawks, was still better than what either team came up with this year for the Winter Classic.
Good stuff there. That's a strong argument. I mean, I don't think I agree on this year's Winter Classic, but it's actually refreshing to have.
I agree with TC, just not the right year. I think Beepo mentioned the right year. That 2011 game.
But that The 2011 game, yeah, I found the Capitals boring, but I really love that Penguins jersey.
The Pens jersey is nice, but again, it seems to be that the away team struggled for a few years. But on the other hand, I think it's safe to say that no matter what, the 2015 Stadium Series will always be remembered as by far the worst one.
Kings and Sharks?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With the half and halfers?
Quality of game, quality of teams, quality of jersey. Terrible. Sad.
One Stadium Series jersey that I really loved that just I think absolutely sucks now was the Ducks orange one. When it came out, I was like, yeah, that's cool. Oh, yeah. Ducks orange. And now I look at it and go, that is awful. I can't believe I enjoyed that. But, you know, the Kings one has stayed the same. I really enjoyed that gray Kings one.
I think the one that kind of grew on me was what's funny is that the more I see the Caps winner Stadium Series, I like it more and more. And the more I see the Leafs Stadium Series, I like it less and less. But that's probably because of how well the Leafs played in that game.
Yeah, that was a gong show too. All right, switching gears from hockey to fast food. Fake or authentic, Burger King has the best chicken sandwich of all fast food chains. Sean, fake or authentic?
Oh my God, Ryan, this is like the hardest question. Okay, so Burger King's chicken sandwiches have a very unique taste to them. And there's a certain level of pleasant gumminess would be the way I'd describe it. At least in Canada, because I will say Canadian fast food is higher quality than American, but disgustingly more expensive, like to the point where you're better off going to a sit-down restaurant at times. But comparing all the chicken sandwiches out there, Burger King does offer best bang for buck. It's usually what I get there, you know. And honestly, I think about it. If you're gonna get a chicken sandwich over nuggets, the only place where I think that there's even an argument for that is Burger King. So I'm gonna give it to it.
One for Burger King. Now we're going to go south of the border here, and Beepo and TC have more options available to them here, but still same question. Fake or authentic, Beepo? Burger King has the best chicken sandwich of all fast food chains.
I'm going to give it an authentic, but with an asterisk, because I'm not super fond of chicken sandwiches in general. I mean, they're good, but they're not a preference. So I usually don't default to a chicken sandwich at any other fast food restaurant, but I have had the Burger King ones and I quite like them. So that's why I'm giving it authentic, because that's the only one that I can really remember actually trying. I usually just default to something else at the other restaurants. So maybe I'll try some chicken sandwiches within the next couple weeks and get back to you later.
We'll have to revisit this question.
Authentic with an asterisk.
I love it. All right, TC, fake or authentic on this one?
Fake, heresy, blasphemy. You should be stoned and hung from the neck until dead.
All right, so which one's the best one then?
Chick-fil-A, obviously.
And
oh my God! How did I forget about that? How did I forget about that?
In Canada. This is anti-Canadian activity here. He's actively rubbing it in our face right now. We got better fast food.
Chick-fil-A. It was blocks from my high school. Chick-fil-A, they literally say it. We didn't invent the chicken, just the chicken sandwich. They invented it. They do it the best. It's the tastiest homophobia you will ever have in your life.
This option isn't even available to me. I didn't even know this was a thing that I could put into this question.
Actually, no,
it's fantastic.
It's double not available.
My biggest problem with the Burger King is when I order a spicy chicken sandwich, I don't want a regular chicken sandwich that you put some mayonnaise that someone wafted a pepper over. I want the spices in the goddamn chicken breading.
Okay. It's funny that you bring that up, TC, because, you know, we have something that you can't have, and that's called Tim Hortons, and that's exactly what they do.
Sean, don't bring Tim Hortons and their chicken sandwich into this. They don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to get into the chicken sandwich market.
No. Tim's doesn't. No. Time to rail against Tim. It's time for my angry, anti-Timophobic, disgusting rant that will probably get us banned off of every major network list. But Tim Hortons is in terms of chicken quality is disgusting.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
$8 $8 Canadian gets you a dried out chicken patty you could have pulled out of a box at home with like near ciabatta level chewiness of a bun that they probably picked up off the floor and served to you with the equivalent of an FU.
Well,
just picture what TC described, and then just picture the woman behind the counter going, "Yeah, go fuck yourself."
It sounds like
roll up your own
after this one, boys.
It sounds like I need to expand my chicken sandwich roster and get to more places. Just a road trip, just to experience chicken sandwiches across this continent. More chicken sandwiches.
We in Canada are oppressed by Tim Hortons.
Our options are the McChicken, the spicy chicken, and the BK chicken, pretty much. I can't think of anything else.
Guys, I'll make a deal with you. We'll let you have some Chick-fil-A's up in Canada if you give us some more Tim Hortons down here, because I need some ice caps. I love the ice caps. Also, yeah, if you didn't hear me half screaming over TC, I definitely changed my answer. I don't know how I forgot about Chick-fil-A, considering that I go and get them half the time during my lunch breaks at work because it's within walking distance, but definitely Chick-fil-A. I don't know how I forgot about that, and I don't think any fast food chain could take it over, even if I tried them all.
All right.
But anyways, yeah. We'll give you some Chick-fil-A's if you give us some Tim Hortons.
If you could ship me a Chick-fil-A, that'd be great.
I'll just go buy a sandwich tomorrow and I'll ship it over. Send me your address in our private messages.
Yeah, and I'll ship you an ice cap. An ice cap supreme. If I ship an ice cap supreme, maybe that fake whipped topping will help protect it a little bit. All right.
You don't know, ice caps separate.
They do separate. That's true, but not like a regular iced product would. This is a fake iced product, so it has a little more staying power. Let's go to fake or authentic, the final one. I would prefer a gift of a fresh pack of boxers or briefs or boxer briefs, whatever, a fresh pack of underwear every year than a brand new Fanatics jersey every year. Sean, fake or authentic?
Oh, completely authentic. I mean, that getting a new pair of boxer briefs shows that the person that gave it to you understands that practicality does not overtake, the occasional want of a new hockey jersey. Because you know what? We all love hockey jerseys, but even when going jersey casual, you got to keep your tuchus warm. Plus, between the Fanatics jersey and the underwear, I know what I'd be more upset with if I got shit stains on it.
All right, then. Moving on to Beepo, fake or authentic, you would prefer a gift of fresh underwear rather than a new Fanatics jersey.
I'm going to say fake on this one for a couple reasons. For one, the underwear is cheaper if I wanted to buy it on my own. And granted, I'm not going to go out and buy a Fanatics jersey on my own unless it's on a clearance deal for about the price of a pack of underwear. But regardless, the underwear is cheaper to purchase on its own. For two, I would get to pick, my preference of type of underwear if I'm buying it on my own. And despite the fact that I wouldn't be able to do that if I get a jersey as a gift, for me, a free jersey is a free jersey unless it's fake. If it's a Fanatics, it's still bad, but at least I can say that I didn't pay for it, even if it was Tampa's new alternate. At least I can say I didn't pay for it. Because if I paid for it, that's one thing. Again, unless it was on the clearance rack for incredibly cheap. But to me, as long as it's not fake, a free jersey is a free jersey, and I will take it.
All right. TC, would you prefer a fresh pack of underwear as a gift or a brand new Fanatics jersey?
See, this is a tough one for me because I was thinking about it practically and was going to go the B-Power route, which is I could always, sell the Fanatics and go get my own underwear that I like. But the spiteful person that I am, just how much I hate Fanatics, I would rather someone give their money to that underwear company than support anything that Fanatics is doing. So I'm going to go authentic on this one because, sometimes you got to protect the angle of your dangle, and the proper underwear can do that.
Well said.
Wait, Ryan, there's a stipulation here. Do we get any say in what kind of boxers these are?
No, it's a gift. Just like you wouldn't get a say in what the Fanatics jersey is.
All right. So, okay, I might, because I like my boxers to have puns on them.
You like pun-filled briefs?
I love pun-filled briefs. So, I would hope that the person who's getting this from me knows this, that, boxers with a picture of a nuclear rod saying "In Rod We Trust" on it. I'd probably appreciate that. By the way, feel free to send those to the HJC mailbag.
That's weird. That's so weird. Please don't ask people to send us underwear.
New underwear, guys. New underwear,
I'll take the used ones.
Nip.
There's always one guy. As long as they're washed, it'll be okay. I could just wear them inside out. No problem. All right, that's a good spot to end Fake or Authentic. Just before we go here, I just want to remind everybody to subscribe to all of our podcasts across the network. Every Saturday we have Throwback Throwdown, and every Tuesday we have the Jersey Nerds podcast. Right now on hockeyjerseyconcepts.com up until February 22nd. We have the Columbus Blue Jackets competition featuring Stinger as the primary crest. And then beginning on February 22nd, once the Columbus Blue Jackets contest ends, we have the Montreal Maroons redesign coming up. So that begins February 22nd. I'd like to thank Sean, Beepo, and TC for being on Fake or Authentic, and for you guys for listening. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.